nothing but the truth.
It is very hard work, sir. You are in the ground day in and day out and building the party, creating next set of leaders. And Tamil Nadu is an ideological fight. It's an election where we are giving everything within us. We are just throwing everything within us. Karyakartas, leaders, we have sweated it out in the last 3 years especially. BJP is marching. Development, Modi's vision, against corruption, against dynastic politics. And of course, DMK as a party, it is against Hindus per se. And that we keep questioning always. And that gets added to the kitty also. Contrary to what many people from outside Tamil Nadu feel, the political pundits, Ram carries a very big resonance with Tamil Nadu public because a lot of people are Lord Ram worshippers here, close connection to Ramanatha Swami temple. There are more than 1,000 temples of Lord Rama within our state. So Tamil Nadu is not a state where one thing will win you election. It has to be a combination. So right now, when the talking point is corruption, especially 33 months of DMK rule,
who will win the South? This is the big question, whether the India Alliance, which so far has in 2019 won most of the southern seats, or will the BJP breach beyond Karnataka, get the seats in Tamil Nadu and Kerala and of course Telangana and Andhra? And would this be a decisive election? Will 2024 actually show a difference? I'm standing in Mr. Annamalai's caravan where we are looking at the BJP campaign. For the first time, the BJP has in fact emerged as one of the principal rivals against the DMK. It is now a three-cornered fight. The BJP broke its alliance with the ADMK and is now formed its own allies and is hoping to challenge the ruling DMK, which has Chief Minister Stalin. Mr. Annamalai, an IPS officer, not retired prematurely, and he's become the president of the BJP. He is putting up a spirited fight. And in this episode of Nothing But the Truth, I am going to chat with him about what he sees are the key issues. Why did the BJP go alone? Do they hope to become the principal rival? What about the other issues he talked about? Kachativu, he raised that issue. It has become a huge controversy. What about social engineering? What about Hindutva? Will that work in Tamil Nadu? Tamil Nadu is the battleground because it has 39 seats. Mr. Annamalai's task is Herculean. It didn't win any. Out of the 38, the DMK and its allies won 38 out of the 39 seats. The BJP got none in 2019. Can the BJP make the mark that Annamalai is talking about? This is what I will focus in this episode of Nothing the Truth. I'm just about to get down and talk to Annamalai, who's really had a hard day. And we are going to quiz him on all the issues that are there. I've seen you in a completely new avatar. You were a policeman. What is the difference you find in terms of doing this? Why did you give up your police duties to do this?
it's very hard work, sir. You are in the ground day in and day out and building the party, creating next set of leaders. And Tamil Nadu is an ideological fight. It's a completely different state in terms of narratives, in terms of ecosystem, in terms of political survival. It's a very different state. So it's hard work day in and day out. Maybe when I came in, the passion was to serve the public, but I never thought the kind of challenge that we are facing will be so huge. But once you are inside, you are right now deep down. Your neck is inside now. And we believe we can change. Every day we are fighting and we believe.
But why did you give up your police job to do politics?
I gave up my police job not to get into politics. Frankly speaking, I wanted to get into the grassroots to do some kind of qualitative work where I feel happy. Not dealing with criminals day in and day out. I took a break for a year, ran a foundation for a year. I did a couple of other things also, did agriculture, was in my village. But one thing led to other, I joined BJP and here I am sitting in front of you. But the day I resigned, joining a political party was not the aim, perhaps. Because then I could have joined or nobody would quit immediately after a Lok Sabha election. I quit right the next day after the Lok Sabha election. So I would say the plan was something different. So I am in a political avatar sitting in front of you, sir.
One of the things you've done is to get the BJP to go alone this time. It had aligned with the AIDMK the last time. Why did you decide to do it alone? Why didn't you continue with what you all were doing in terms of, having a strong ally with the AIDMK to fight the DMK?
Sir, it is not my decision alone, sir. It is not my decision alone. It is not that I made an effort to break the alliance. To add a lot of things to what I spoke. And it was their determined effort to make sure that the They want to find a reason to get out of the alliance. It is not that we never said a statement. It is there. They issued a statement after the General Council meeting. They said they are going for a different set of alliance. They also said that IM is to be blamed. But I always stuck to my stand. I never spoke bad about any person. So one thing led to other, and here I am. Here we are, where where BJP is leading for the very first time, contesting in 19 seats, 4 seats in BJP symbol. So nothing is of our own making. Perhaps we wanted to emerge on our own, but the circumstances and ADMK's decision made it happen sooner. It is not that we planned it. So alliance in a party like BJP is always determined at the national level and the parliamentary board level. A state president or a karyakarta sitting in Chennai, we can't determine the nature and form of the alliance.
How do you see this particular battle? You said it's an ideological battle. This election, what is going to be the difference you find?
This is an election where we are giving everything within us. We are just throwing everything within us. Karyakartas, leaders, we have sweated it out in the last 3 years especially. I have just finished a very grueling 234 constituency yatra, just completed after 8 months. So party for the very first time we are standing in 19 seats, 4 seats where BJP symbol is contesting. And we are expanding the party so much. The party is also overstretched. And every karyakarta is doing double work. Election management committee, booth level work, reaching people. So our party is not used to it, sir. And for the last 20 years, if you see, we are contesting 5 seats, 7 seats. Now 19 is big task. That too in a Dravidian heartland political state. That too where in a state where muscle power and money power rule the roost. So I am hoping and praying that we will pull through. We will come out as a clear winner with the goals we have set. We have set very clearly we have to cross 20% vote share, go up to 25%. I have a hope we will reach 25%. Win seats in South, in Central, in Kongu area, in Chennai. Win seats everywhere. Consolidate it, go for 2026. And when Modi ji is going to come back with 400, this time Tamil Nadu has to deliver in a big way. So all of this have given that extra motivation and boost. Not only me, every single karyakarta is sweating it out in the open fields.
You know, you all got only 4% of the votes if you look average of that. You are hoping to triple, you're saying 4, it's 5 times that thing. What is the difference you're finding in this particular election? Is this a three-cornered fight? Are you trying to become the arch rival to DMK, dislodge the ADMK, and that's why you broke away from the ADMK?
So this time, of course, the day the election started, it's a three-way fight. Because they're formidable parties. They got a very proven vote bank of their own. But today, I would say in many constituencies, it's a two-way fight. In some constituencies, it's still a three-way fight. The last 10 days in Tamil Nadu election is always crucial. That is the time Tamil Nadu election, the tide changes. I hope and pray that in many parts, BJP will emerge well. In many of the parts, we will increase our vote share drastically. In many of the parts where people felt we might not even had a presence till now, we will have a significant presence. This is our goal. But this differs from area to area. South is different, West is different, Central is different, Chennai is different. So I can assure you, sir, that this time the ground is different. Because 2019, an artificial narrative was said that Modi ji is not going to come back to power. This time there is a very clear, a ground level penetrating narrative that Modi ji is going to come back to power. So that narrative is established because that is the truth also.
But we were talking about an ideological battle. Now here, Hindutva, does it work in Tamil Nadu? Because you've had the DMK and the ADMK. They believe in a different ideology. There are many of them agnostic. How does this play out here, and what is the kind of strategy you are adopting?
Tamil Nadu is a very clear path. BJP is marching. Development, Modi ji's vision, against corruption, against dynastic politics. And of course, DMK as a party, it is against Hindus per se. And that we keep questioning always. And that gets added to the kitty also. But overall, if you look at it, people love here. People are very eager to hear about development, what we bring to the table. And Modi ji's vision. Very firm stand against corruption. Very firm stand against dynastic politics. And of course, the question of Hindu identity where it matters. So it has to be a combination. You cannot have a single identity and go and face the elections in front of the people, sir.
What about the Ram temple issue? Is that something that will have traction in Tamil Nadu? The fact that the consecration ceremony had happened. And you've also had this Kashi Tamil kind of thing. Is that something that will bring your votes?
Sir, over the last many years, Kashi Tamil Sangamam, Saurashtra Tamil Sangamam, especially the Ram Prana Pratishtha, January 22nd, contrary to what many people from outside Tamil Nadu feel, the political pundits, Ram carries a very big resonance with Tamil Nadu public because a lot of people are Lord Ram worshippers here, close connection to Ramanatha Swami temple. There are more than 1,000 temples of Lord Rama within our state, very big temples, very significant temples. And of course, the consecration is a big thing. And if you look at the people who watched in January 22nd, when the state government in a panicky move wanted to stop the screening, when we had to go to the Supreme Court and get the order done. So we are very clear that everything will have a resonance, sir, but everything has to be a combination. So Tamil Nadu is not a state where one thing will win you election. It has to be a combination. So right now, when the talking point is corruption, especially 33 months of DMK rule, the talking point visibly is dynasty promotion as we speak now. Many of the DMK MP candidates are whom, if you look at Chennai, the capital city, all three are dynasty. South Chennai dynasty, Central Chennai dynasty, North Chennai dynasty. Two senior ministers' son contesting. Ponmudi's son contesting, Senior Minister Duraimuruganji's son contesting. So these are all visible things, sir. It is not that we try to make up some things. And Udayanidhi Stalin getting promoted, Stalin ruling, Karunanidhi's son. So no state, you might have one dynasty, you might have two dynasts, but you have 20 dynasts. You have 20 dynasts spread across the state. That becomes a talking point right up to the village level.
I was at a Chief Minister Stalin's rally yesterday, and he talked of fiscal federalism, where he says that the centre has neglected Tamil Nadu. We give 1 rupee in terms of tax to them. We get back only 29 paise. The centre didn't do anything for the floods. This is one of the things that they talk about. They even call Prime Minister Modi the 29 paise Prime Minister.
I'm very surprised when a Chief Minister of a state gets his numbers wrong. Now, when the Chief Minister says, I've sent this much, they send this much as a budgetary grant, I'm going to calculate only that much and say that 1 rupee 29 paise. So why he does not calculate the infrastructure money that Modi ji has put into Tamil Nadu? Why he doesn't calculate the direct benefit transfer that we have done for farmers, 45 lakh, 6,000, 30,000 rupees in 15 installment? Why he doesn't calculate 300 rupees subsidy that goes into cylinder? Why he doesn't calculate 2 lakh Mudra crore loan, which Tamil Nadu stands number 1 in the country? Why he doesn't calculate any other thing which Modi ji does directly? 3,000 crore for airports, multiple thousand crores for Gati Shaktis, multiple thousand crores for smart city in Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu has got the one of the highest number of smart cities in the country. So he says we don't calculate that because that is given from the SEPM separately. So budgetary grant only we discuss. So that is a very foolish way of arguing. And we have presented numbers, more than 10 lakh 76,000 crores, the scheme value. If you calculate the direct taxation and the indirect taxation both, Tamil Nadu has received its fair share of what the central government has to give it back. But it's a very foolish way to argue from the Chief Minister's side to say, only the budgetary grant I'm calculating, which is very illogical and nonsensical, sir.
Now, you raised the issue of Kachativu. You had an RTI put out and you said that Mrs. Gandhi had given away this particular island to Sri Lanka. And the Congress response, one of their MPs, ex-MP said, Manish Tiwari said, only a knucklehead would think that Mrs. Gandhi would compromise on national security because after all she had won the Bangladesh war, there was the nuclear test. What is your response to these kind of, and why did you raise the Kachativu issue?
I'm not sure whether the senior Congress leader has read the file notings actually. And people are in a hurry now. I would request the senior Congress leader to read the file notings. Nehruji's file noting, when he says, for me just a barren piece of land. I don't attach any importance to it. I don't mind why you want to make a fuss out of it. This is Nehruji's file noting. He overruled the Attorney General's opinion. He overruled the Commonwealth Secretary's opinion when they had a different opinion, when they felt India had a strong legal case. And Nehruji felt he doesn't care about it because for him it's just a barren piece of land. And subsequently, 1968, when Indira Gandhi madam and Senanayaka ji, her counterparts from Sri Lanka, the secret negotiation happened, when the whole parliament was asking what happened, again she didn't disclose in the parliament. 1974, one fine day she comes to the parliament, the Home Minister Swaran Singh presents the India-Sri Lanka Maritime Agreement, says it is done deal. And the DMK, the member of parliament, Selian inside, he presented an argument, oh, we were not consulted, we were not informed, we take it as an affront to federal democracy, we are walking out. That is the lie DMK maintains till now. The senior Congress leaders to understand that though India had a very strong legal case, it is Nehruji who watered it down and Indira Gandhi madam just gave it away on a platter.
But they also say that Vaj barrier or whatever the thing was mineral rich, it has oil resources, and therefore there was almost, some sort of agreement between Sri Lanka that this will be Indians' sovereign thing and almost like an exchange.
You are such a senior journalist, sir. You are expert in science and technology. I keep reading your columns. Has anybody after 1974 spoken about oil near Kachativu in the last 50 years? Why was the oil thing written only in that paper? I am saying it's a lie. It's a government of India manufactured lie at the Indira Gandhi level because they wanted an alibi to give away Kachativu. So last 50 years has one person from government of India spoken about availability of oil near Kachativu? Nobody spoke. And they talk about Chinese influence. 1974 where China was, sir? China was a country, very inward looking country in its own shell. Even United Nations who had superiority, Indians had superiority, though Chinese had veto power. Now the issue of Chinese bogey and the oil thing was just raised because they wanted a flimsy reason to give away Kachativu. Last 50 years, for my knowledge, not even a single expert spoke about oil there.
One of the things that our team found, India Today team, when they went down to Rameshwaram and spoke to the fishermen, they said that, look, what we really want is that our boats are being held by the Sri Lankan army, they're being seized. In fact, why didn't the Modi government do this? It's been 10 years. And why is it now trying to rake the issue? Why didn't it do the things that it should have done earlier?
You're right, sir. We got boats released. It is not that Modi ji did not get boats released. Modi ji, last time when he visited Sri Lanka in a goodwill measure, he got the boats released. And 5 fishermen sentenced to death sentence, he got them released. And no shooting happens in the high sea where fishermen get killed. You look at the data from 2004 to 14, hundreds of fishermen got killed in the high sea. 2014 to 24, nil, literal nil. And now, within a time span of 14 days, whoever is getting arrested, we are bringing them back to Indian soil. So the record speaks for itself that government of India is absolutely quick in getting back all the fishermen back to Indian soil. Now the question number 2. Now 2018, the Sri Lankan government passed a new act where the boats that is getting impounded gets nationalized, gets auctioned. The government of India has made sure the boats are not getting auctioned. Now when the all Tamil political parties in the northern part of Sri Lanka in one single voice they support this act. Now you have to find a solution. Where is the solution, sir? The only solution is the Article 6 of Kachativu. What did the Article 6 of Kachativu? 1974 when they gave away Kachativu, the Article 6 was very clear. Though the Kachativu is given away to Sri Lanka, still the Indian fishermen, specifically Tamil fishermen, can use Kachativu. You can go, put the boat, put your fishing nets, you can come back in the evening. That gave you little fishing rights. 1 year later, both the foreign secretaries, in a backroom deal, without the parliament's approval, they took away the Article 6 also. After that, you tell us, sir, what is the solution we have? Every time the fisherman gets arrested.
So what is the solution you're going to give? I mean, you've raised the issue. What is it that
the BJP Tamil Nadu 1 year back officially we have made our stand clear that we have to take back Kachativu. Not because of jingoism, but to solve the fisherman issue. That is the only possible option available. To do that, please reinstate Article 6. Please, even if Kachativu is in Sri Lanka's hand in the interim level, please allow our fishermen to go there and put the fishing nets as envisaged in original 1974 India-Sri Lanka Maritime Agreement. Now you did an illegal order. Then you gave away the Article 6 also in a backhand deal. Now our hands are tied. We are trying for a solution. The BJP Tamil Nadu is very clear. Now why was the RTA released now? Because Mr. Stalin in the first week of February, he went to Ramanathapuram. To the fisherman conclave, he gave a speech that he was betrayed. Kachati was given away. He has got nothing to do with it. And he said that I have written 21 letters to Modi ji. He is not acting. That is why maybe the correct word is, maybe the correct English word is, I forced myself to think. Why is this guy overreacting? Why is Mr. Stalin ji panicking? Then I compelled myself to dig into records, declassified material, searched, internet, 68 meeting. They didn't give me the record. I wanted the 68 meeting also. What transpired between the Indian Prime Minister and the Sri Lankan counterpart in 1968. That is still classified. And in 1974 they gave it away. Now that is put in the public domain. Just to prove, Mr. Stalin, what you are telling is a lie. Please acknowledge it was given with your father's explicit approval. Then we will come to the table and negotiate. But don't carry a lie for 50 years and try to set a political narrative out of it. That is why I was forced to put out in the public domain, sir.
Well, we have to see whether that will yield any political gains for you all in this particular thing. You think that will have an impact across in that?
We are not doing it for politics, sir. This is a very long-term one. We are doing it for 2 years. This election is a different narrative and different agenda. At this point of time, we have brought the document to the public just to show that they have betrayed us. And they will betray again at the India Alliance, even if they dreams of thinking to come back to power also, because they see that India's territory. This is a classic example. That was the only intention.
Final point is that in terms of social justice, the DMK talks of it. BJP has also started social engineering, the way you all have distributed tickets, the caste factor that has been brought in. What is your thoughts on that? Is that something? I thought the BJP was trying to bring an overarching Hindutva philosophy that goes above caste, that actually unites the people. Are we still looking at caste groups as a very solid sort of political game?
No, sir, if you look at social justice, you look at Modi's cabinet, 11 ministers women, 12 ministers from the SC/ST community, 27 from the backward classes. Tamil Nadu is a very faltu model of social justice. If you look at the DMK's cabinet, 2 women, again 1 from the political quota. You have 2 ministers from the SC/ST community out of 35. So what social justice are we talking? So we really live and breathe the social justice. With respect to ticket distribution, 100% caste is not an issue. 100% we went by winnability candidates, people who have put in work in that area. We purely went by that. If somebody is trying to match caste to that candidate, we are not responsible, because BJP never thinks on those line of mixing caste with the candidate. We think on winnability as the primary criteria.
And finally, in terms of the Modi guarantee, the India Alliance has come out with its own guarantees, 25 of them, and Mr. Stalin outlines a lot of them in his speeches. What do you think of their guarantees versus Mr. Modi's guarantee?
Anything is implementable in the alliance guarantee. Anything is implementable. They brought it neat. They made all the confusion. Then we rectified neat, which all the rural students are benefiting. You go to every village. Today, we couldn't see any student. Normally, I invite a couple of neat pass from a village. They come to the top of that car. I make them to speak. So everywhere we see it. Now suddenly you want to do a U-turn, number one. Second, you say, again if you look at the Congress guarantee, the whole guarantee mechanism itself, it is just a bundle of lies that was written because you want to please this, you want to please that. Okay, caste census, 2011 you took. 2014, January, when you are supposed to release, why did you say? There was no consensus among the cabinet members. You didn't release. Tamil Nadu, Kulasekaran committee was put for caste census. Stalinji did not give extension for the committee. The committee died. So what caste census they are talking? Either Stalinji should have given extension to the Kulasekaran committee, which would have finished the caste census, or Congress in the UPA era, you should have released it. Now what faltu caste census they are talking, sir? So if you look at all the 25 guarantees, I would only call it as faltu guarantees, which is devoid of any logic or reason.
Final, just a personal question. What's the difference politics and police? You did both. What is the, what?
Sure, sir. A lot of difference, sir. Like hard work. In the ground, that too in a state like Tamil Nadu, when BJP is growing, 24 hours your mind is always here, a lot of sacrifice. Everybody is sacrificing, all the karyakartas. Police is a very noble profession, so you had a lot of people to work. You just have to read the law, see it black and white, and put it in action. Politics is not like that, sir. Instant decision making and take everybody along. And many a time short-term gains, long-term gains, it's a balance always. So it's a great field. That's why maybe the Greek historians used to call this as the mother of all science. So it's a learning. I'm just a small baby in political sphere, trying my best to learn. I'm in the crawling stage. I'm trying to walk.
Well, you're really shouting, not just a crying baby. But Mr. Annamalai, thank you so much for speaking to India Today, and nothing but the truth. Look forward to all the best in your elections.
Nothing but the truth.